Hey, welcome guys. We are working in Chapter 4 this week, and in Chapter 4 we'll be working with frames. We're going to learn how to align and distribute objects on a page with equal spaces amongst them. We're going to stack and layer objects. We're going to work with some graphic frames as well as with text frames. And I'm going to go immediately to the exercises that start on page 4-12. And this exercise is applying fills and strokes, and you want to open 4-1, and you'll see that I've already opened that. We're going to do a file, and we want to save it as orientation underscore your last name first initial, and I'm going to save it right in here. All right, you want to verify that the guides are showing, which they are. And then we're going to click the Workspace Switcher list arrow on the menu bar, and then we are going to click Advanced. And there we go. That puts all of our panels and tools back in order. We're going to get the Rectangle tool, M. Geez, yeah, we are. And then we are going to click anywhere on the page. When a shape tool is selected on the Tools panel, clicking the document window opens the Tools dialog box, just as you see here, and allows us to determine the values rather than just click and drag to draw the object. So we're going to type 2 in the width and hit Tab, and then you're going to type 2 in the height, and then we're going to click OK. And you'll see that a rectangle that's 2 inches by 2 inches is drawn. Now we're going to switch to the selection tool, which is V, and I am going to move this over here so we can see it. And then we're going to click swatches in the stack of collapsed panels on the panels portion of the window. And then we're going to verify that the fill button is activated, and the way that you verify that is you click on the fill to bring that to the foreground. And you can do that either in your swatches or you can do it in your at the bottom of your toolbox. Then we're going to go to the swatches panel and we're going to select green. If you don't see green, you can scroll down like this, or you can click and drag to make this a little bit longer and select green. And you'll see that the box that we had selected is now filled with green. Then we're going to get the stroke button, or click on the stroke button on the Tools panel. So again, at the bottom of your tools, you'll see the fill, which we just clicked to activate and fill with green. Now we're going to click on the stroke, and we are going to bring that to the foreground. Uh-oh, my dog is starting to bark, so I may have a visitor. I may have to go here for a moment, but regardless, I'll be right back. So we're going to bring the stroke button to the foreground, and we're going to click brick red. And now we have a stroke that's brick red and a fill that's green. We're going to open the stroke panel, and we are going to increase the weight to 6. So you want to increase the weight of the stroke till 6. And then press Enter or Return. We're going to click the Align Stroke to the Outside button, and you'll see right now it's aligned to the middle, so we are going to align it to the outside. See how that changes the stroke? And then we're going to click the Align Stroke to Center, I guess just to show you how the different strokes aligned differently look like. And then we are going to align it to the inside. To the inside. Holy moly, here it is, inside. Thank you. Now we're going to click the top left reference point on the control panel. So if we go up to the control panel and we're going to get this little top left reference point up here, you'll see that that's now selected. And then we're going to type 0 in the X and Y text boxes. Remember, this is the positioning on the page. So we're going to click on 0 and hit Tab. And then we're going to click on 0 again for the Y axis and hit Tab as well. And that brings us right up to the upper left-hand corner of our document. And your document window should resemble mine on the screen, or figure 22 in your textbook. All right, going to page 4-13. We're going to go to File on the menu bar, and we're going to click Save. All right, now we're going to use the step and repeat command, and this is a pretty cool command. We're going to make sure the green rectangle is still selected, or square. They call it a rectangle. I say it's a square. When it's equal width and height, isn't that a square? Anyway, we're going to select that object that we've just drawn, and then we are going to click the Apply None button as shown in figure 23. Okay. No, that's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to click the stroke button on the Tools panel, and then we want to apply none wherever that is, which should be right down here. There should be like a third option. But if you can't find it, like I'm unable to find it, I'm going to, I was just going to see if I couldn't find it now. Okay, I just needed to widen my toolbox. Now I can apply none for the stroke. And the stroke is removed from the green rectangle. With the loss of the stroke, the rectangle is no longer aligned with the top left corner. So we are going to press V to access the selection tool. And then we're going to drag the frame so that its top left corner is aligned with the top left corner of the page. Now mine's pretty darn close, so let's see, we get the selection tool. And there we go. All right, we're going to go to Edit on the menu bar, and we're going to click on Step and Repeat. Now I might have just messed that up when I deselected it and selected it again, but we're going to try it anyway to see if it works. Edit on the menu bar and then click Step and Repeat. And we're going to verify that the horizontal and vertical text boxes are set to 0. Seriously, I have a fly buzzing around my head. Did you guys hear that? Oh, middle of winter and I still can't get rid of them in farm country. All right, so we're going to verify the horizontal and vertical text boxes are set to 0 on the control panel, which they are, or on the, what? I should pay attention to what I'm saying instead of what I'm thinking about outside the room. All right, so anyway, they are. And then we're going to type 3 in the repeat count text box, or click on the up arrow 3 times. We're going to type 2 in the vertical offset box. Okay, so there we go. And then we're going to, I'm going to preview it just in case I messed it up a little bit. Holy moly. Yeah, that's not right. I'll be right back while I figure this little conundrum out. All right, well, if I would just read, of course it is 8:20 and I'm kind of tired because I've been at work all day trying to make excuses for myself, right? So anyway, we're going to type 3 in the repeat count text box, which we did, and then type 2 in the vertical offset, which I did, but I neglected to type another 2 in the horizontal text box. And then again, I'm going to preview it to make sure it looks like it's supposed to, and it does, so I'm going to click OK. 3 new rectangles are created, each one 2 inches to the right and 2 inches down from the previous one, as shown in figure 24 or on my screen. Now we're going to get the selection tool. Click on the artboard to make sure that everything is deselected. And we're going to select the top 2 rectangles. I'm doing that just by clicking and dragging an imaginary rectangle with my selection tool. And then we're going to go to Edit on the menu bar again. And we're going to click Step and Repeat. And we're going to type 1 in the repeat count box. We're going to type 0 in the vertical offset box. And then we are going to type 4 in the horizontal box. And then we are going to click OK. Now we are going to select the bottom two rectangles on the page. We are going to go to Edit on the menu bar, down to Step and Repeat. We're going to type 1 in the repeat column, 0 in the vertical offset box, and -4 in the horizontal offset text box. And then we can preview that if you want. And then we're going to click OK. Great, I think that's what it's supposed to look like. Now we are going to press W to switch to preview. Click anywhere to deselect the new rectangles that we've just created. I'm already deselected. And then compare your page to figure 25 and save your file, Command or Control S. And I think I'm going to save this demo, and I will upload a